USFL Sports Talk with the Cowboy.
Thanks for riding with the Cowboy, and welcome to our show tonight. I'd like to begin with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and their quest for a free agent quarterback, or a quarterback to take the place of Tom Brady, and that has already been underway, as we've reported from the show before. But now we're getting into the critical time when there's only a week before free agency, 10 days before free agency. The trades in between the teams will have been made today at the Combine in Indianapolis, Indiana. The NFL Pro Scout Combine, the general managers and head coaches of all 32 teams they're talking a lot of trades right now. I wouldn't be surprised if before this show's aired that they've made a trade. There's going to be a lot of trading done, and because after the 16th they're just free agent quarterbacks. So we're keeping really close to that because we need to know about the Buccaneer quarterback. And earlier this week, as all you knew, Ali Marpet retired from football. Our all-pro, 7-year starting right guard. After 7 seasons with the Buccaneers, a solid piece of that offensive line that protect the GOAT, Tom Brady. Retired, unexpectedly retired this week. Bombshell to that offensive line because it has a center in Ron Jensen, and it has a guard in Alex Kappa, and both of those are free agents to be able to walk free the 16th of March. So we're going to have to do some work on that offensive line quickly, because if you're going to lure a quarterback and he has no line, it's not a good thing. If you're going to lure one, this is the big question. Us Buck fans that are really Buck fans and supporters of this show, we're giving you we're going to be real with you, and that's what was going on in Indianapolis a lot. So we're going to have a lot to talk about with the Bucs next week. The quarterback search, is it going to be Aaron Rodgers? I don't think so. I think Green Bay is going to offer him $50 million a year, and he's going to take a $100 million 2-year deal with a guarantee of about $85 million to go up there and play again with Green Bay Packers. Is Russell Wilson moving? I don't know. Is anybody going to get Deshaun Watson out of Houston with 22 sexual assault charges and have him play in next August? I don't think so. Okay? So now who's left? There's a bunch of free agent quarterbacks out there. We've all heard the names. Mitch Trubisky. We've heard Jameis Winston. We've heard Teddy Bridgewater. We've heard Jimmy Garoppolo, which is he's in surgery right now, by the way. He won't be able to even go to training camp in July. And that's always been his Achilles heel. He's always hurt. So who's going to trade with him? So there's a lot of things going on. Is Kirk Cousins going to be traded from the Vikings? Could the Bucs be interested? Could the Bucs be interested in Kirk Cousins? We don't know. We got to wait till door number 2 opens up. It's not open, and we're going to stay real close to it. Got a lot of breaking Buc news. Now we're going to go on to the United States Football League and their draft, which was last week. We talked about their draft, and the Tampa Bay Bandits selected Brady White, quarterback, Memphis, as the quarterback of the Tampa Bay Bandits. And there's another quarterback from Mississippi, which was taken in the second pick of the draft, Tatum. And both those will be our starting quarterbacks for the Tampa Bay Bandits. They've selected the whole 38 players. There's 7 more that can be selected now. They can sign free agents that weren't selected to their roster to make up to 45 players. Those 45 players will play opening day in April for the Tampa Bay Bandits and Coach Todd Haley. And they will all play all their games in Birmingham, Alabama. The teams will not play in the cities named after the teams. They'll all play in Birmingham. They'll all play on 3 fields on a Saturday and a Sunday. 2 games will be televised nationally on Saturday and 2 on Sunday. So half of the USFL will be on TV every week. So we're looking forward to the USFL, and we're looking forward to the Tampa Bay Bandits. We wanted to update you from last week that we have a Brady as a quarterback in Tampa Bay. Not the Bucs, but a quarterback in Tampa Bay. Okay, so the USFL continue to follow it. We're going on now to Major League Baseball. As you know, they have postponed opening day. The labor problems between the owners and the players union is just like we expected it to be, but even worse. Nobody wants even a federal negotiator in there or a mediator. The players just say, these are my demands, you're going to meet them. The owners are hard-headed, they're going to hold down, so we don't know how long it'll be backed up. We know that opening day in your respective cities throughout the country and our Tampa Bay Rays will not be, because there's not going to be an opening day on opening day, okay? If they come back tonight, they're still going to have some spring training. They're going to have these players train a little bit for a week or two before they put them out in a regularly game, regular counted game. So, it's going to be a tough situation. So the owners are holding the players' feet to the fire and saying, look, if we miss 50 games, you're not going to get paid them 50 games. We play 110 games, you're only going to get paid for the 110. And the players say, well, we're not going to come back for that. You're the one moved it all the way back to opening day. If you take away our games, then we're going to get paid for it. So there's a much needed bickering between these two and vitriol. So I don't think we're going to have no baseball for a little bit a minute. A couple more weeks after starting the train. Maybe they can get them back in the spring training. So we're going to move on from baseball and go into our questions and answers for tonight's show. And before we get there, I've got to say to you all that I've got a blue shirt on and we have a yellow banana, and we support the Ukraine. And that's all we're going to say. All right, now we're going to the question and answers, and we got Ronnie, and Ronnie is from Lakeland, and Ronnie wants to know, what about the Pittsburgh Steelers and their quarterback for next season? And Ronnie, the Pittsburgh Steelers are looking at a lot of quarterbacks, including Jameis Winston, our quarterback, of course, with the Bucks, our first-round draft pick. They're looking at him. He's got that bad ACL that he hurt playing the Bucks in New Orleans, and he's rehabbed it. He's running on a treadmill, and they hope to have him out there throwing the ball in a few months, and I'm thinking he's going to be already in negotiations to a team. There's going to be a team to announce Jameis Winston the first day of free agency. As soon as that 4 o'clock deadline, the 16th of March hits, 4 p.m. Eastern Time, 16th of March, Jameis Winston will have a team. It might be the Pittsburgh Steelers. So, Ronnie, that's what I think is going to happen on your quarterback situation. I think so, but there's a lot of free agent quarterbacks that talk with Pittsburgh. They need a quarterback, just like Tampa, just like Carolina, just like Indianapolis, because they've got rid of Carson Wentz now. So there's just 5 or 6 starting quarterback jobs. Washington Commanders, they need a quarterback, starting quarterback. So there's a lot of teams that need starting quarterbacks. So yeah, Ronnie, I think Jameis Winston would probably be a target there. And thank you for your question, Ronnie, and God bless you. And thank you for your support of the show. We have a question now from Tom, and Tom lives in Port St. Lucie. And Tom wanted to know, what about the Miami Dolphins and their new head coach? Their new head coach is going to be, Mike McDowell, is going to be a great coach for the Miami Dolphins. They're going to be a formidable team soon and quickly. He's a down-to-earth guy, and he's going to make that Dolphin team a good team. It's going to take him a couple of years to make them a playoff contender, but they're a 500 team under Brian Flores. They weren't a bad team. They had 2 winning records back-to-back, so you got a lot to look forward to, that new coach. He's going to make a big difference in Miami. There's no doubt about it. And thank you for your question, and God bless you. DjX, what do you got for me tonight?
Well, Cowboy, I want to switch it up a little bit this week. Let's talk a little bit more about this MLB, Major League Baseball. And Associated Press reports, fans chant, "We want baseball, but won't get it yet."
That's right. That's right, DjX.
Mm-hmm.
They can chant it because they want it. It's a ritual of spring that we've all enjoyed all our lives, but it's become corporate America, and corporate America's greedy, and corporate America's money.
Mm-hmm.
And it comes right down to money.
Exactly.
And they're going to fight over the money and the dollar and what they want, one side or the other, to compensate themselves. They both have arguments, I'm sure. But it comes right down to they get and sit down in front of each other and say, what can we agree on? And let's work past that and work to the next step.
What is this shutout about?
The shutout is about a minimum salary for the rookie players.
Okay.
The players union want a higher minimum pay for the rookie players,
Gotcha.
and a higher pay for the AAA, single A, and double A baseball players below the major league level that's in the organization.
Okay.
Wants more money for them, and they want revenue sharing. Some of the revenue sharing that the bigger teams are paying the smaller market teams in this negotiation. They give them a tax. So there's a lot about that, and a lot about the rules of the work stoppages that Major League Baseball could call in certain situations. But the owners, mainly, it's about the revenue, and it's about how long the term of the deal will be, how much the Major League Baseball's owners will put that money into the pools for the pension funds for the players, how much money are they going to share in some of this billion-dollar industry that's billion-dollar. And you know, what about that? You know, what about all this that that you've made.
It's a lot
throw
of
us a little
money.
meat on the bone here.
It's a lot of money, and we want a little bit of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
And that's what, and MONEY.
That's what it boils.
And they're going to chant for a minute. So all you people out there chanting, God bless you, because we love baseball. Get out and watch a little league game. Go see you some T-ball. Go support your high school baseball. Go see your college baseball. They're going to be out there hitting the ball. So go on out there and enjoy it, because it's going to get over, this Major League Baseball, sooner or later. But in the meantime, we got the United States Football League, ladies and gentlemen, coming in April.
Let's not forget that.
But don't forget it.
Let's not forget that.
Let me tell you, they couldn't have bought better publicity. Okay, they couldn't have gotten better publicity. Major League Baseball decides to pull a stunt like this. Okay, USFL's kicking off in April. Okay.
You think it's gonna be? You think it's gonna be big?
Well, there's not gonna be no baseball to watch. Okay, there's not gonna be no baseball.
So they're gonna have to switch on.
I mean, you know, spring training is gonna have to somewhere down the line. They're gonna have to have spring training.
Oh yeah.
I mean, maybe now they had 30 days generally, 30 days of spring training, and maybe even longer in February. They might get half that. They might get 2 weeks. So if they today stopped, they couldn't get nobody ready to really even get them back to the place and get played before the 1st of April, when they should be starting the regular season.
Right.
So they're gonna push it back to the middle of April. Let's just be realistic.
Oh yeah.
And the longer it goes, the weeks go on, it's just going to be going back and back and back.
Yeah.
And then when they finally get it figured out, ladies and gentlemen, they're going to come back. The owner's going to say, well, we're not going to pay you, but for the games you're going to play. And then the player's going to say, oh, no, you ain't. You're going to pay us for all 162. We're going to play all 100. There you go again. I think we got all of April, no baseball. Except maybe spring training games if you can get them. But go out and support your local baseball. It's a beautiful brand. And they don't worry about the money, just a hot dog after the game.
All right, we got Yard Barker reports. Mets hire Elizabeth Ben as director of Major League Operations.
Well, that's a step in the right direction for Major League Baseball to put her in that position. She's been waiting a long time for that position. It's been stepped over many a time by it. She's got the experience to take that position, and it's good and it's great for the owners to have done that. They should have done it a few times ago, but she'll do a great job, and it's good that it finally happened.
Okay, here's something a little interesting. ESPN Yahoo Sports Report wants to hire Derek Jeter.
Well, Derek Jeter, sold his interest in the Miami Marlins, and he was the financial CFO of the organization. So yeah, he should. Derek Jeter, the captain of the Yankees, should go right back on TV. That's where he should go.
Where he
needs to be, and he can articulate how great this play or that play is. That's a wonderful thing. If they can get him.
Yeah. Well, that's what I got for you tonight, Cowboy. I'm gonna wrap it up right there.
All right, DjX. But listen, if they're gonna get Jeter, they're gonna have to bring that money too.
You know it.
They're gonna bring some money.
It's all about the money.
He needs the money.
All about the Benjamin.
He needs the money. Okay. God bless each and every one of you for watching our show, and I sincerely say that. Thank you for your support, continued viewing and sharing, and move around to your friends and subscribe. Leave your comments so we can answer your question. And God bless you, and God bless this world. Pray for us all. God bless you. Cowboy out.